Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree, continuing Akaza's route. It seems like we're opening like every chapter with like, oh, the sun looks okay. I guess we're on the lookout for any disasters. So last episode we had another date with Akaza. I'm getting a lot of romance. It was a very picturesque date on the sea with the moonlight shells. Something I kind of wish that we had in Yosoga's route. But otherwise, everything seems to be going okay. There's some opposition. We met, like, this strange lady of the orange who was just like, you stay away from my man. I'm just like, who said he's your man? Apparently Kanan did. So, like, there's some opposition with, like, Kanan might cause some trouble. But the most concerning part is that Tsukuyomi is going to be causing trouble, because he's like flat out just like, nope, not Akaza. And now we saw him at a Shanaton, like behind the blinds where like the mirror was, like the altar. So I don't know, maybe he's going to revoke Byakuya's body privilege. That's where I think this is going. He might be forcing Amaterasu to reincarnate via Byakuya, which, yeah, it is kind of scummy to just like that would essentially just end Byakuya's life, right? If like the goddess had like a takeover of her body. All right, let's see where this is going. We have the next chapter, Half a Mirror. The sun looks fine today too. I hope things continue to be stable. Oh, Daifuku.
Ibe, are you alright? You looked so red when you came home last night, then went straight to bed without a word. I was very worried.
Daifuku was squeaking something to me. Maybe he was worried about my behavior last night. Don't worry, Daifuku. I wasn't sick or upset or anything. It's just that... we had our first kiss, we had a smooch. he really tried hard with the setting to finally make Byakuya break down and accept the kiss. Thinking about what happened last night made me want to jump into the sea again. Feel like I got caught in a massive trap. I never expected to fall in love with Akaza. You're so against it. He was smooth, too smooth for you. I pulled out the necklace he gave me from under my blouse. Magatama bead. It's made of Polish moonlight shells, like the one I have. Maybe I should report to a Shanaton that I've decided Akaza will be my husband. And Jigen will be on board, Shura seems to be on board, and Douma's always on board. But since Akaza is the one who proposed to me, maybe he's already reported it through the Kodawari. No, I think he's waiting for you. He doesn't want to force things like that. He didn't force it with the other, or like in the other routes. When he saw that you were getting close to someone else, he gracefully backed off. As I blushed, another thought crossed my mind. Hinegeshi. Lord Akaza possesses very beautiful red traits. You should blend with me to preserve that color, as orange came from the red. I don't know, maybe we might have like a slim chance to give birth to like a red baby boy. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be 100%, although it might statistically still be low. Too low to like have like 100 babies with and check. Even though I felt a bit embarrassed thinking about marriage, I might need to do it as soon as possible. Not just because of her, but because I have no idea what Kanan's next move will be. Yeah, we don't want him posting any articles, just kind of snuff out any meddling. Lucky you. His words are like a thorn still stuck in my side. I didn't do anything to make him hate me. It just, like, exists. Maybe it's his way of worrying about Tengu Island. No, he doesn't worry about the island. He's more steeped in his own despair here. He just wants to watch the world burn. Things should be fine. I mean, look at the sun. Just as I looked up at the skies. Oh, okay, what? What is... Huh? The fabric of space and time. I'm assuming this is the darkness. Oh, okay, that wasn't just the sky. Suddenly my vision distorted. You might need to check a doctor. I felt as if the floor disappeared beneath me. Wow, do we just like pass out for the whole day? Did no one check up on us? I couldn't understand what was happening. Just a few seconds ago, the place was filled with the warmth of light. No, the sun. I quickly turned to go see Douma, but... An unusual sensation ran through me. Getting dizzy here? Seeing spots? You need to lay down, unbuckle your knees, drink some water. I grabbed hold of the wall in agony, feeling a pain that seemed to rip me apart. What is... Suddenly I felt an immense pressure crushing my head. Okay, this is... What's happening? I drew in sharp pain gasp, but still couldn't breathe. This is like the first time we've seen... like, something happen to her health-wise. Like, usually she's been, like, immune to all this. She's been pretty healthy. Lady Amaterasu... Huh? Was it a hallucination? Did we go to the dark world? Go to the shadow realm for a bit? Just as I thought I would faint, my lungs suddenly filled up with air again. Is everything back to normal? Everything looked the same as before. The bright blue skies, the blue sea, the brilliant sun. No, something must be wrong. Douma, did you notice anything? He glanced at me somewhat irritably. I know the sun is back to normal, but what in the world just happened? I felt something horrible. It was something I never felt before, not even when the sun disappeared last time. Are you sure it's only the link that's coming apart? Master Douma, forgive my interruption. Hello, Yellow Chamberlain. A young boy by the name of Himika is here to see you. Uh-oh, is he on our side this time, please? Himika, let Byakuya stay as Byakuya. I know you're trying to resurrect Amaterasu, but you did change your mind last route. Huh? Himika? That Himika? Bring him in. As you wish. With the Chamberlain gone, I needed to decide what to do. Why is Himika here? And how does he know Douma? Wondering if I should ask, I locked eyes with Douma. Well, it's not going to be a secret anymore that Himika is Hirako. If you wish to know, stay here. I suspect you are involved one way or another. I felt a sudden wave of dread. His demeanor seemed to suggest something grave was about to happen. What is happening here?
My dear child, you cannot undo what has been done.
Is this all because of me and Akaza? Oh, hello. Douma, what have you done? Douma? What has Douma done? Douma's done nothing. I was taken aback by Himeka's entry. I had always seen him as somewhat frightened and hidden in Yomi, but he stood in front of me now glaring angrily at Douma. Why have you done this? Return the mirror to me at once. He wasn't in there. I mean, I guess Himeka doesn't know, though, because technically only Douma's allowed to go back there. Mirror? I see. That was it. There's no use trying to hide it. There's only 3 who can open the blinds to Kakuro no Miya. Normal humans could never enter, so it could not have been a thief. Return it at once. You know very well the importance of that mirror. It was not I. Don't try to get out of this. Who else would dare take Amaterasu's mirror? No one wants to suspect Tsukuyomi. This is like the first time he's done anything so rash. If it was not either of us, it has to be... What? You are free to accuse me. However, I sense there is something far more sinister afoot. We must go to Yomi. What is going on? What is it about this mirror? I heard them call it Amaterasu's mirror. Byakuya, make haste. Alright, run and get the mirror. Byakuya. Akaza! Just as I was about to depart the manor, Akaza came running to my side. You seem to be safe for the time being, but the situation doesn't look good. Noticing Douma and Himeka, he gave a deep sigh. Akaza, son of Jigen. You come too. The matter we must attend to involves her. Understood. Alright, we're gonna confront you-know-who. Alright, we already... I guess Douma... Yeah, I guess Himeka's not gonna question Douma anymore. The only one else who could have done it. Why here? Douma led us someplace unexpected. We took a carriage to Yomi, none of us uttering a single word. Douma mentioned it involves me, but he hasn't explained further. And no one is speaking at all now. I dared not ask any questions. The tension in the carriage was so intense and delicate that it seemed a single word would shatter the balance. If it was not either of us, it has to be. Lady Materasu's mirror. If I were to take Douma's word at face value, then...
Oh, how unusual.
It has been some time, Tsukuyomi. I'm here today to clear my name of suspicion.
I see.
Tsukuyomi. Douma said that you took the mirror. But you wouldn't possibly do something so horrible, would you?
I only wish to save the child.
Douma and Himeka quickly turned to me. Me? What's your definition of save, though? I felt irritated that they were talking about me without telling me what was going on. Can you please tell me what's happening? What's going on here, really? Could someone please explain? Douma and Himeka looked at each other. Their apparent closeness came as a surprise.
My dear child, let me begin.
Tsukuyomi took a step forward. I don't like this.
Douma has been deceiving you all these years. No, rather he has been hiding something from you of the utmost importance.
I slowly looked at Douma, then I quickly averted my gaze.
My dear child, what I will tell you now may surprise you. What you will hear is only the truth, so you must believe what I say.
Unable to agree or refuse, I slowly turned my eyes away from Tsukuyomi too.
Your mother, Hakua, received a divine message from Amaterasu when she was pregnant. When you reach the age of 18, you would be used as the vessel of her second coming.
Vessel? Did that happen in the other routes? They never mentioned it, only in Himika's route. That's kind of sad to think about though, like all our happy endings were not actually happy, like in the long run. I didn't like the sound of this. Amaterasu. Running out of time. Please return soon.
Should that happen, you will lose your body and your soul. Your heart, your mind, will cease to exist.
Cease to exist? Yeah, it's like your body's gonna get taken over and you're gonna get pushed out. So, but why is Tsukuyomi so hellbent on trying to stop our relationship with Akaza, going so far as to essentially kill Byakuya? I couldn't seem to understand him. Or maybe I didn't want to understand him.
When Amaterasu was killed by Susanoo, the mirror on her crown was broken into two, with one half hidden in Kakurunomiya. Both halves of the mirror are needed in order to return Amaterasu to this world. Which is why I decided to destroy the mirror.
What? Destroy it?
My dear child, what a frightening ordeal. These here were only raising you as a sacrificial lamb. They see you as a mere tool to further their own interests.
Wait! Tsukuyomi! I don't understand.
Dear child, I have always wished for your happiness above all else. I do not lie. They are your enemies. I hope you do not shun me as a liar.
My mind is running around in circles. I'm not sure who we really should trust though. Because like Himika, that's true, he wanted to resurrect Amaterasu, but at the end of Himika's route, he decided not to. He wanted to keep Byakuya as a person. And Douma, we don't know much about Douma, but from the hints, the breadcrumbs that they've given us, I don't think he wants Byakuya to be a sacrificial lamb. I feel like Tsukuyomi, though, has more reason to bring back Amaterasu, right? Because, like, Douma's trying to create a world that doesn't need Amaterasu with the solar link. The best I could do is keep myself standing.
One of the disasters has been avoided. I destroyed the mirror, so such a fearsome event would not come to pass.
I still couldn't gather my thoughts. Did we really need to destroy it, though? We didn't need to destroy it before. We could just give it back to Amaterasu, and she wasn't hell-bent on keeping Byakuya. She wasn't like Izanami, who like had an extreme need, an extreme want to resurrect. This all felt like a dream. Why aren't Himiko and like Douma stopping this? Why are they just accepting his words? Wait. So the ill omen was because of you? The air around Tenyo Island turned strange, so I've been keeping watch since last night.
Indeed. I stole the mirror last night while you were away from Kakuronomiya.
Huh?
I pondered what to do when I took it into my hands. But it is best that this world is without it. Do you not agree? And so, I destroyed it.
Is it something that can be destroyed, though? Is it gonna be like the Twilight Mirror, where it just like shatters, but does not completely disappear? Lies. You're lying. You know very well what would happen if you destroyed that mirror.
What would happen?
What?
Amaterasu will not appear without it, you say? If that is what you are implying, then you were planning on offering her as a sacrifice.
Tsukuyomi, you...
Himika, no, Hirako. Why not speak the truth? The truth that the story is a lie.
Hirako? He has the same name as Lord Hirako?
The first world was created by Izanagi and Izanami.
Oh, we got a glossary term. First world, second definition. Created by Izanagi and Izanami, when Amaterasu was killed by Susanoo, the sun disappeared and the world was shrouded in darkness.
But their first child was born hideous and without form, thus sent on a reed boat out to the sea. Izanami brought many gods into the world, but with the birth of the fire god, Kakutsuchi, she met her death in flames. That is when Izanami went down into Yomi.
Huh? Isn't that the story from that book I found?
Izanagi went to retrieve her, but broke their promise to not look back at Yamotsu Hirasaka, and saw the hideous being that was his wife. Izanagi fled back to cleanse himself. From his ablution came Amaterasu, Susanoo, and me.
Huh?
I am sorry to have deceived you, my dear child. I am not an outsider, but rather one that mortals refer to as a god.
It was then I finally understood that it took strength to cry, or to scream. Without any strength at all, I could do nothing.
Izanagi gave to his 3 children a mirror, a magatama, and a katana, so that they could protect and reign over the world. But that despicable Susanoo destroyed everything.
Alright, Akaza's here.
Susanoo killed Amaterasu, who shattered into pieces, thus bringing darkness upon the world. It was then that Hirako created a second world. this world.
That's right. Himika looked at Akaza. His eyes burned with the intent to curse him. It's all because of that despicable Susanoo who killed Amaterasu. He destroyed my bright and beautiful sister. Which is why I created the second world and created a false sun. All in the hopes that she would return one day. Tsukuyomi and Himika glared contemptuously at Akaza. Contempt. The scorn that Tsukuyomi and Himika felt towards Akaza. Its origins are ancient. Okay, why do we get a glossary term for that? Well, they are ancient, but this is unfair. Akaza is not Susanoo. Like, he is just descendant from the red. This is unfair.
Akaza of the Red. I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Tsukuyomi! That form of yours. Oh wait, wrong voice modulator.
That form of yours. Your red hair. Your red eyes. You look precisely like the man who killed Amaterasu. My dear child, you recall I mentioned one of the disasters before. The second one is still standing before me.
Akaza remained silent. He stood there with his usual iron mask on.
The waves bring forth what one seeks. You know this, yes? The katana on his hip is the very one that Susanoo used to kill Amaterasu.
Tsukuyomi!
The katana cursed with her blood drifted into the hands of the one with Susanoo's crimson blood. Is there anything more terribly sinister than that? My dear child, I am filled with worry. This man with Susanoo's katana may bring harm to you, Amaterasu's descendant. The waves bring forth what one seeks. The waves bring forth what each person needs. If so, why has he been given Susanoo's katana? It is because he'll use it on.
Stop! My scream resounded through the silence of Naraku. You're making this all up. This is your way of keeping me from Akaza, right? I won't believe you. I don't want to know anymore. There's no way I can trust you now. Everyone here is just playing with me. You're all so cruel. It was all I could manage to say. Accepting his words would destroy me. Please tell me this is all a lie. No one's ever told me this before. You can't expect me to actually believe all of this. I was hoping to hear someone laugh. To tell me this is all just a joke. That what I had just heard was a lie, but... Tsukuyomi, I ask you again. Have you truly destroyed Amaterasu's mirror?
Yes.
Lies. That has to be a lie. Without it.
The only seed of disaster is that man. We must rid him from the world at once.
Tsukuyomi! Just when I was about to pounce on him. I wish to refuse such a fate. Lord Tsukuyomi, I am well aware that you hated me profoundly, But to be killed because of this story is something even I cannot accept. A ray of light. A single ray of hope shone into the depths of my despair. I have decided to protect her. A vow in front of everyone here that I will not allow any harm to come to her. Akaza! Oh, butterfly? Tsukuyomi? Huh? Suddenly, a single Tsukuyomi came flying from the spring and landed on Akaza's katana. What? It was as if the insect was listening to our conversation.
Be gone.
The Tsukuyomi rose into the air, then landed on my finger, slowly spreading its wings. A moment later, it flew away.
I should have killed you. I should have killed you when you were born. I should have killed you when you had that katana drifted into your hands. I should have killed you when she reached her 18th birthday.
Lord Tsukuyomi hates me, and I would never have received the flower. The word hate couldn't even begin to describe what Tsukuyomi was expressing. What he felt towards Akaza was pure loathing. His eyes bore the chill of murderous intent. If you ever did that, I would never forgive you, Tsukuyomi. There wasn't much I could do, but I had to tell him. I'll curse you from the bottom of my heart if you ever take Akaza's life for a reason like this, Tsukuyomi. If you ever harm him, I will never forgive you. I never knew my voice could sound so harsh and cold. I felt a quiet but unyielding strength at my very core, the only thing keeping me standing, but...
Tsukuyomi, is that all you have to say?
A colder, deadlier voice broke through the air.
I understand your grudge. However, you must know that I will take action with Lord Jigen. As leader of the Yellow, I will protect everyone on this island. You are alone in this, and you will perish in the depths of the Shinimizu.
You need not tell me. I have long lived here in Naraku, all alone, listening to the whispers of the Shinimizu. This spring holds the finest nectar to me.
Let me say this to you, Tsukuyomi. I no longer have the power to change the laws of nature. But do not be mistaken. This girl here is not the doll you desire.
His voice echoed through my body.
She bears her own will, the power to think, and the desire to love another. You are the one treating her as if she were a doll.
What the? What is he trying to say? Byakuya is like, what? Douma's defending me? Douma really knew how to irritate me. Come on, he's trying... I still didn't like how he could behave without any emotion at a time like this.
Byakuya, I am your only ally.
Tsukuyomi smiled at me ever so gently. No, you're scaring me now. No. I thought I could trust you. Stop! Unable to hold myself back, I turned around and ran. I would just leave the guys down there. You guys hash it out. Wait. I stopped at the sound of his voice, but I couldn't bring myself to turn around and look. I know it's impossible to stay calm now, but don't do anything rash. Even at times like these, he remained calm. Or rather, our visit to Naraku came as no surprise to him.
I should have killed you when that katana drifted into your hands.
Could it be you've known Tsukuyomi all this time and knew everything he just said? I can't exactly say that we've known each other. As you can see, he considers me his enemy. I'm the only one here who knew nothing. This concerns me, but I didn't know a thing. I still didn't want to believe what was going on. Unable to say a word, I stood there in the corridor when...
You will both attract attention like this. I actually have a room available, so you can use it for your secret conversation. I will not ask what happened now, but would you be kind enough to explain later? For the time being, until Lord Douma and the Undertaker have gone.
Thanks, I am in your debt. Byakuya. I don't want to hear anything. I know you must be quite confused. So let me do my best to explain. This may sound like an excuse, but please note that I wasn't trying to deceive you. I simply didn't want to accept what happened. He then touched the katana at his side. I found this katana on my 18th birthday. As you saw back at the Bisoro, weapons and armor drift here every so often. Which is why I picked this up without any hesitation. That night, I had a dream. A dream that I killed a woman. Oh no. Is Akaza gonna be like the literal incarnation of Susanoo? I thought it was simply a nightmare. I showed the katana I found to Jigen, but he didn't see anything unusual about it. It's like, everyone's an incarnation here. But it couldn't be drawn out of its scabbard. I thought the katana has rusted from being out in the ocean for so long. It was then that Lord Tsukuyomi came to the Red District. I recall what he said vividly. He said that the katana was used by Susanoo to kill Amaterasu, and that it would bring disaster to the island. I looked away. That thing? I still didn't want to believe it. Do you think anyone would believe such a thing? You don't believe it either, do you? I nodded quietly. Which is why I threw it back out into the ocean. Huh? I threw it from the beach. I took a boat out to throw it away. I must have tried to discard it 20 times. But it would always find its way back to me. What? It's like some sort of weird fate telling him that like he has to have Susanoo's sword. But would Susanoo want to kill Amaterasu again? Or maybe we could just like, as I said, change fate and yeah, just like not kill Byakuya. It would never drift ashore during Jigen's walks, but when I went, it always appeared. And that nightmare returned each time it happened. Every night, the same woman died by my hand. Each time I fell asleep, I killed her with this katana. We would be covered in blood, then shrouded in darkness. To be honest, I'm relieved I didn't go mad. I wanted to run, but my legs felt weak. I mean, that's not what Akaza wants though, right? Like, unless the sword is gonna mind control him. All I could do was stare at Akaza blankly. Finally, I tried the whirlpools. I rowed a boat out to the largest one and tossed the katana inside. I saw it get swallowed immediately, which was a relief, but when I came back to shore, it was right there as if to greet my return. I could hear the waves in my mind now. I didn't have any choice but to keep it with me when I had finally given up. The katana unsheathed itself. The blade was dripping red with blood. Ah! Then, in a blink of an eye, the blood vanished. Like a dream. Do you think I really went mad then? No. That was all I could say at the moment. Since then, I've never had that nightmare again. Instead, I stopped smiling.
It is impressive that he would offer to carry that load. I don't believe I've seen him laugh once since.
So the real reason is... that is all I can tell you about this katana. I swear on my life that is the truth. I knew he wasn't lying. I'm sure he really did see the blood dripping from his katana. One other thing. In regards to Amaterasu's mirror, I honestly don't have much information about it. All I know is that it's extremely important, in that it was secured inside Kakuro no Miya. I also know that the other half of the mirror is submerged at the bottom of Ikimizu Spring on Tenyu Island. Tenyu Island? That is what Jigen told me, but I have not seen it for myself. Do you recall seeing anything when you dove in last time? Not really. I tried hard to remember, but nothing came to mind. I don't think it's very large, so it could easily be overlooked. It is said to be fixed onto a crown, so I assumed the mirror would be small enough to fit the palm of someone's hand. I looked into my open palm. The mirror? Then again, I haven't seen it before, so I can't say for certain that it actually exists. It is entirely possible that Lord Tsukuyomi and Himeka the Undertaker are lying. I stared into my hand again. I don't want to think of them as liars, but it's probably for the best. Don't worry about it. I mean, we got a lot to worry about. Akaza! That didn't sit well with me at all. Unable to hide my irritation, I glared at him. That's a horrible thing to say. Akaza, that's a horrible thing to say. Of course I'm worried. Why would... Then, do you want me to kill you? That is a part of my fate I will not accept. My irritation vanished, and a feeling of dismay settled in. I've been thinking about it for a long time. What kind of situation would I be in that I would kill that woman? There are many motivations people have for murder, but I have none. What do you think? That I may end up killing you? You'd never do that! If so, we can drop this subject. He wasn't calm in the slightest. He's like, come on, like, we gotta worry. Of course we're gonna worry. You can't just take this all on yourself. Gotta share the load. He looked like it on the outside, but the tone of his voice betrayed his suppressed emotions. To hell with the fate that's been forced upon us. I was so surprised I couldn't help but laugh. His words made me feel admiration, respect, and love. Thank you. You seem to always know how to reassure me. Yeah, to hell with fate. We're not gonna be some puppet in, like, some play. were Byakuya and Akaza, not Amaterasu and Susanoo. Even then, I can't simply forget what I heard today. I'm worried about the sun, so I'll head back to the manor and speak with Douma too. Then let me escort you. I mean, I feel safer with Akaza than I do with Tsukuyomi. I don't know, did he destroy the mirror? I kind of feel like he might still have the mirror. Huh? He's still out? Yes, since he left with you this morning, Lady Olympia. Oh, I wonder if he's... Would Douma do battle with Tsukuyomi, I wonder? You didn't say where he was going by any chance? I've not heard his schedule for today, but let me see. Perhaps he went to see Lord Jigen. He does go quite often to meet with him. This other leader bro.
I understand your grudge. However, you must know that I will take action with Lord Jigen.
That's what he said earlier. Maybe I should have gone to the Red District instead. Or perhaps he's at the beach. The beach? Do you know which one? The beach from which you rode to the stage. He frequents that area as well. So the place where I usually dance. Douma, ugh. Douma, ugh. And the place where I destroyed his hand. Oh, it's gonna be bad memories. Understood. Thank you, I'll look for him myself. That said, things might not go well even if I do find him. Since he hasn't come back to the manor, that might mean I don't need to go on stage just yet. I suddenly remembered the feeling of suffocating this morning. Why did you do that? Return the mirror to me at once. Was that really because the mirror went missing? Although I felt calmer, I still couldn't believe what happened. Am I supposed to be Lady Amaterasu? That can't be true. I mean, I was told that Lady Amaterasu was asleep on Tenyu Island, but...
Your heart, your mind, will cease to exist.
I would cease to exist. I could feel a fear rising inside me. I refused to believe anything I heard. There's no way I would just disappear. Oh, to the Sundial Plaza. Hi, Hyrie. Hello, everyone. Newspaper for sale. Oh god, what's the newspaper gonna be about? Olympia the White has fallen for Cursed Man of the Red. Do you have to call Cursed Man? You're gonna make the whole Red angry. Today's big news is the love affair between Olympia the White and Akaza of the Red. Read all about it here. What? Hey, I'll take 5. Give me 30. I know a bunch of people who'll want to read it. Hey, kid, give me 20. Now, we've got enough for everyone. No need to panic. Excuse me. My voice cleared a path through the crowd. Well, Lady Olympia, how many can I get you? Everyone was staring at me in bewilderment. Not that it was any different from before. I'll take 1. Thanks for your purchase. I'd love to say good luck with Lord Akaza, but... You really need to remember your role here. I bit my lip to keep myself from screaming at him. I grabbed the newspaper and rushed straight to Abyssero. Let's not go there. No. Why go there alone? Girl. Oh no. Why are we here? I'd rather jump into the Shirimizu Spring in Naraku than come here alone. Kanan, where are you? Come to tell me your thoughts? How dare you? Pretty good, isn't it? I have to admit, I have a gift for writing compelling articles. Don't be ridiculous. I can't believe you wrote about us at a time like this. That's precisely why I wrote it. And spread pandemonium here. I thought I already warned you. Ouch. Did we crumple the paper and hit him with it? I threw the crumpled up newspaper at him. He rubbed his arm as if he took a major hit. Yeah, that'll show him. That's some arm you have. You brought it upon yourself. I just can't. Goodbye. What, don't you want to hear something more interesting? No, just leave while the door is still unlocked. Just as I was about to stomp out, his ominous tone stopped me. I actually have some tantalizing news to share. I guarantee you'll cry tears of joy. No, don't take the bait. I was still biting my lip. It must be a trap. There's nothing worse than what I heard today. My mind was already full of thoughts about Lady Amaterasu and Akaza. If you don't want to know, so be it. It's about Tanyo Island. Oh, okay. That's gonna get her. That's gonna hook her. Don't you want to know who actually killed your mother? What? Did he say what I thought he said? It couldn't get any worse. It just couldn't. That's right, we don't actually really know who killed, like, the women of the white. We just know it was a group of men. But they didn't really identify him. They just, I just kind of assumed they received, like, swift justice. Oh, but you don't want to know, hearing about your family's misfortune and all. My mother. Tsukuyomi didn't tell me anything about it. If you want to know, then give me a kiss. No, get out of here. Nope. This is top secret information. No one on the island knows this tasty bit of knowledge. Not even your lover. But where did you hear it from? You weren't... it would have to be... He was pretty young back then, so... You would have either had to have heard it from someone directly involved, like either Tsukuyomi, or maybe Kanan's daddy dearest. Indeed, not even the mighty director of the Kodawari. Do you seriously think I'm foolish enough to fall for your tricks? I see. Then forget what I said. I mean, Byakuya, you're kind of easy to fool. I glared at him. But I was so consumed by anger, I couldn't move away. But my mother was killed. By whom? Come now, it's just a kiss. No, you're gonna pull me into the basement. Get out of here. Akaza's already had a taste of your lips, no? It's not your first time, is it? Stop it! Why are you so hesitant when a simple kiss will grant you the means to avenge your mother's death? That doesn't mean anything. Like, it's not like with the information we can avenge her. For all we know, you could be lying. Lady Haku is crying on Tanyo Island, you know. Wow, why do you know our mother's name, of all things? He knows my mother's name. You must know something I don't. Now, Olympia, kiss me. No, don't do it. Listen carefully and promise me. Promise me that you'll find your true love and live as happily as your mother has. Mother. I love you. Akaza. Haha. The look on your face. You must really like Akaza. So much that you wouldn't kiss any other man. I took a long, deep breath. I wasn't gonna let him get to me. That's right. I love Akaza. Kanan's eyes narrowed with a gleam of joy. It was Lord Douma. I I don't believe that. Nope, you're lying. What do you mean? He's the one who killed Lady Hakuya. I think maybe he might mean indirectly. Maybe an indirect killing. If he's like speaking a half-truth. I don't think Douma... Why would Douma kill Hakuya? What would be his motive there? And then why would he have a seaside cottage to wistfully look at Tenyu Island from henceforth? There was a rumor 13 years ago that a certain person purposely brought about that disaster. Normal people wouldn't dare think of trespassing on sacred land. No, even if they dared to think it, they stopped themselves from fear of punishment. Now what if someone was unafraid of punishment? Did he like invoke God's wrath or something by trying to stay on the island? Additionally, he killed Lord Hagane, the previous leader of the Yellow. I mean, Hagane was not a good person from what we know. At least that's what I heard. Yeah, I think you're just telling us half-truths here. We don't know the whole story here. Maybe Douma was avenging Hakuya's death by killing Hagane. Okay, we gotta make a save file here. Saying the wrong thing is going to divert us to a bad ending. Let's make this shall be save file 2. Stop making things up. Stop making things up. I heard Lord Hagane passed away from Haku. Perhaps someone made him drink from the Shinimizu. I heard drinking it will infect the person with Haku. Of course, this is all just a rumor. It's not as though I saw it happen with my own 2 eyes. Yeah, you probably learned the information from your dad, probably. But it does make sense, doesn't it? Lord Douma wanted control of Tengu Island, so he ordered the attack on the Women of the White, then killed Lord Hagane. But we know Douma doesn't want control of the island. He will willingly give up the role if he can. Like he offered it to Tokisada when he said just kill me, and then like he offered it to Karoba and he was just like, you be leader. He doesn't want this role. Now he's the happy leader of the Yellow. Lies! That reminds me. Is there any truth to the rumor that you're his lover? I'm leaving. Yeah, we know that's a lie. I'm 99% sure that Byakuya is Douma's daughter. Douma would not do that to Byakuya. Just trying to get a rise out of us. Well, at least we got out of there safely, jeez. I covered my eyes from the brightness outside. The setting sky was red as blood. I must really be tired. I slowly looked back at Abyssero. Douma killed my mother and Lord Hagane. He wouldn't do that, would he? Somehow I couldn't deny that possibility. How could I, after the way he treated me? Today's the worst day of my life, so far. Alright, nighttime descends. And we go back to the manor. We really need to have a nice conversation with Douma here. I can't believe anything right now.
Hime, please cheer up.
I slowly took Daifuku into the palm of my hand as he looked up at me with worried eyes. I'm sorry, Daifuku. It won't be easy for me to go back to normal today. Everything I've seen and heard, I don't want to believe any of it. Can you honestly believe that I'm supposed to be Lady Amaterasu? And that Douma killed my mother? Then again, knowing Douma, I guess he would do such a vile thing. Maybe he has me on his list as well. Why would he raise you? Why would he raise you for 13 years? Like, since you were 5.
Hime, please stop saying such things.
There's no way I can go to him and ask him whether he killed my mother. Not long ago, I would have just run straight to Tsukuyomi. We don't know who to trust anymore. It's like the web of lies, and we don't know. We can't tell truth from lies. But now Tsukuyomi is.
I should have killed you.
The only person I could trust now is a dream that I killed a woman. This must be how it feels to be tossed into the middle of the ocean. I had nothing to grab onto. And even if there was something there to hold, it could try to kill me. Please help me, Mother.
Hime, please.
Just when tears are about to spill from my eyes. Lady Olympia. Jagaya came in with some tea. You seem unwell. Is it because of today's sun? I felt an overwhelming urge to tell her everything. It was all too much for me to bear alone. Well, yes, but there's a lot more that happened. But I couldn't say it. The things I heard today would only serve to frighten everyone. Could it be about Lord Akaza? I assume things are going well since you have been out late recently. It's not that we had a fight or anything. It's much worse than that. So, some destiny about gods and goddesses and fated to kill each other. Talk about relationship drama here. I went silent, hoping she didn't ask anymore. She looked at me as if she could sense something of greater seriousness. That's right, I have news of the weaving lessons. I totally forgot about that. That seemed to have happened so long ago. I received approval from Master Douma. We shall be acquiring a brand new loom soon. Huh? We can get started as soon as it arrives. I cannot wait. Yeah, why would Douma get you a loom if he didn't care about you? He is the one who killed Lady Hakua. Even Douma wouldn't do such a thing. Oh, what if it's true? My mother's killer lives here with me. Did Douma say anything? I feel like it's just like an indirect killing. like how you can like impregnate a woman and she gives birth but then dies in childbirth. I mean I guess you could like blame the dad or blame the baby, but I mean it's not really their fault. It's just that childbirth is dangerous. Well, did Douma say anything? I think he was very pleased. Of course, he is not one to smile, but if he were displeased, he would not have asked me to order a loom, don't you think? Well, I suppose, but is it so I can become a better bride? Well, I'm more than happy that he approved. He is the one who killed Lady Hakua. Kanan, get out of here. I don't want you in our memories. What is Douma thinking? Did he really kill my mother? Tsukuyomi never made any attempt to explain the details of my mother's death. Which is why I thought she took her own life, just like the others on the island. But if... Unable to hold back my suspicions, I cautiously brought up the subject. Jagaya, may I ask you something? From your perspective, what kind of person is Douma? Now, where did that come from? To be honest, Well, I think you already know that I don't care much for Douma. But now that I'm 18, I think I might try to be more civil with him. I mean, he does need to be more civil with you too. He has his secrets. He doesn't really like to talk to you that much. I was sure this was an acceptable lie. I kept apologizing to her in my mind. He is someone to be feared. Oh. But is he on your side? But I believe he has great compassion. Huh? I stood up from my seat, surprised to hear that from her. You may not know this, my lady, but there are many masters who treat their servants as property and nothing more. But Master Douma is not like them. I am able to work here happily because of him. I see. Well, I guess I've never seen him mistreat the servants here. Is there a man who could truly love you? But he's the kind of person who would say something like that. Is someone speaking ill of Master Douma? Huh? Well, nothing bad, so to speak. tell him it's Kanan. I want to see him put Kanan in his place. Not that I care, since it's Douma we're talking about. Did you know that people have been gossiping about my being Douma's lover? Oh, someone so innocent being his lover. Maybe I can ask my question under the guise of discussing a rumor. And they also said that Douma had something to do with the Red Calamity 13 years ago. What's that look on her face? Chigaya, do you know something? I instinctively grabbed both of her arms. I did not know Chigaya would, actually have information about this. Please tell me what you know. I want to know the truth. She looked away from me, which only confirmed my suspicions. Chigaya, please tell me. I don't have anyone else I can talk to. Please, if you know something, please tell me. My eyes began to fill with tears. Chigaya turned back towards me gently. For some reason, she looked sad. Do you suspect that Master Douma was the one responsible for that tragedy? It was my turn to look away now. If so, that is absolutely wrong. We got a contradiction here. Who do we believe? Kanan or Chigaya? I lean towards Chigaya. The person behind the Red Calamity is already dead. I replied in a hushed tone. But I heard about bodies being washed ashore. I want to know about... The true evil behind it has perished. Chigaya? You should not curse anyone. Akua would never want you to do that. Huh? Chigaya? How do you know my mother's name? She slowly stroked her hair with her fingertips. What if she dyed her hair or something? What if Chigaya's actually mother or grandmother? Why, it is because I have to look after that little girl. Her eyes filled with tears. What do you mean? Do we have a secret Tenyo Island white here? Chigaya stroked her hair again. I was born on Tenyo Island and left of my own accord. Oh my god, Chigaya! My legs went numb and I began to feel dizzy. Long ago, I fell in love with a man of the red, who came to the island and we made our vows. Wait, no, it's not Jigen, is it? But I could not bear to live apart from him, so I rowed a boat myself to Tengu Island. Not Jigen, is it? I thought, no, Jigen's too old. Has to. I mean, Jigen's old too, but my strength was leaving me. Wait, was she the woman? Was she the woman that we saw at the spring? Was it Chigaya all along? Chigaya came close and held me up. This hair of mine is colored with powder. I am a woman of the white. What? This is a bigger revelation of all. Man, I wish they made her a portrait. Could have like seen her. What she described as like having brown hair. It would have been cool to see like her brown hair just like dust off the powder and be like, I am actually of the white. It can't be. Everyone died. Lord Tsukuyomi did not reprimand me. On the contrary, he even gave me a home in Yomi where my husband could come and visit me. It was a life of joy and happiness. But soon after, my husband suffered from Haku and passed away despite all efforts. I suppose it was my punishment for leaving Tenyo Island. I couldn't believe the story that was unfolding in front of me. Tell me about it. I thought I was alone all this time. I didn't think Chigaya was gonna become like some pivotal character. I thought she was just like, I don't know, like an accompanying maidservant. I mean, like, Byakuya, like, is supposed to be like some noble girl. So it is not quite appropriate for me to call myself a woman of the white, but do know that you are not alone. This time, Chigaya grabbed my arms tightly. I could tell it was her way of encouraging me. Hakua and the woman on the island only desire your happiness. Please find your soulmate and live happily with that person. That is Hakua's wish. That is the wish of all the women of the white. Please, you must not forget that. Are you really... Chigaya, you're really from the white bloodline. I was crying like a child. I thought today was the worst day of my life. But at the very end, hope arrived. This powder is very difficult to dust off, but you should see my white hair soon enough. Oh, she's just gonna let it... She's gonna let it hang out. I'm so happy. I told you I was a skilled weaver, did I not? Oh, she's gonna... We have a teacher, like, from Tenyo Island. Oh. All I could do was nod. Tears kept flowing from my eyes as I sobbed. I wasn't alone. Yes, but just the two of us. But it's just the two of us. It's still rather lonely. I'm far beyond the age of giving birth to a child. If you bear a child with your soulmate, it will naturally bring the white back into the world. I almost forgot to breathe. Alright, time to make babies. We can then all return to Tenyo Island. Oh, that's right. Remember in Yosoka's route? The bad one. One of the bad endings. Chigaya did go with us back to Tenyo Island. I didn't think about it. I thought maybe, well, with Byakuya there, the whirlpool's gonna let her in. But, she's of the white as well, so she could have gone back alone as well. You can don an iroha flower for your morning prayers, weave during the afternoons, and sleep with your beloved in your arms at night. Can you imagine that? I could barely nod in my current state, but I could vividly see the image in my mind. Me with Akaza on that sunny, beautiful island. Let's just leave this one behind. I cannot say much else, but let me add something. The person who saved you was Master Douma. You must not believe the evil souls trying to deceive you. Do not worry. Hakua is watching over you. I nodded again, then looked at Tenyo Island. The homeland where I was born. The place I would one day return. Okay. Next chapter. The Witch of the White. Oh no, that sounds ominous. Oh man, they gave us a lot to chew over. Oh, is it a cloudy day? Seems like a cloudy day. Uh-oh. Well, something's wrong with the sun today, but we'll have to find out next episode. Wow. Wowie zowie. Okay. I wasn't expecting Tsukuyomi to just make his move right now. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that last bit either with Chigaya. Kanan, Kanan, I don't care. Kanan lies. I mean, it is weird that he knows. He knows some context, like he's blaming Douma. He's blaming Douma for Akua's death. But yeah, I don't think Douma did it. I think he's twisting the story in some way. Alright, let's take a break here. I want to keep going. I'm gonna have to wait for tomorrow, though. We still got a lot of chapters to go, but the story's like ramping up very quickly. Alright, I hope you guys had a fun and relaxing time, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.